Hello and welcome to a new episode of Readings That Heal with me, Marissa of Marissa Moments. This is where you will be triggered into your awakening and then your connection. Now, when I say connection, sure, we're talking divine connections external to yourself, but we're mainly talking about connection back to source, connection back to self, recognizing the divinity within, recognizing your intuitive guidance system, recognizing the power that you always held the entire time that may have been triggered, traumatized, or programmed out of you. So we are getting right back to that place in space. But however, this podcast does come with a warning. Do understand that this is about divine accountability and being able to look at yourself in the mirror, doing the shadow work, taking accountability, like I said, and then moving on from there as it resonates. So if this does not sound like some place that you are ready to visit, then I will give you a moment to exit the room with love. Okay, so the word for today is expansion. Expansion. Get this in your spirit, right? I need you to hear me. I need you to listen. Focus, right? So the example that Spirit gave to me first and foremost, right out the gate, was, when your clothes don't fit. You've expanded. Maybe you enjoyed the holidays just a wee bit too much. And now look at you. Your clothes don't fit. You can't button them. You can't zip them. You're laying down just to put your pants on and pull them up over your derriere. And that's because you've expanded, right? Now, of course, that's just the comedic version, right? Depends on how you view it. But what Spirit is trying to explain is the fact that there are certain moments of expansion in our lives. Now, take that illustration, right? You've expanded. Now your clothes don't fit. Now you have one of two options, right? I mean, for the most part, you can either work towards losing weight, and then you'll be able to get back into those same old clothes and be able to button them and all those things. Or you can go out and get a new wardrobe, right? I mean, it depends on what you are capable of doing. But those are your options, right? Lose weight or get new clothes. Now, of course, we know about button extenders. Lord knows I know about a good button extender because, bloat and all that other type of stuff. But we're talking about the focused things, right? Because there's always different caveats if we dig deep enough. But we need to receive our message and stop trying to explain away our actual divinity, right? So we're talking expansion. Now, what that means in this case and scenario is that sometimes things will start to irritate you. People will start getting on your nerves that maybe you got along with just fine before. Maybe all of a sudden things just don't start going well. All of a sudden things just start messing up here, there, left, right, and center. Now, what I receive in my spirit to share with you is sometimes that's actually a sign of expansion, right? And take it even further. It's not a sign of that current expansion. It's a sign that you are no longer in a space and place that fit you. Now you got on clothes that are too small for you, right? Your environment has grown too small for you. It's shrinking around you. And all of a sudden you can't breathe. And so things that were just fine yesterday are no longer palatable today. The things that you used to eat yesterday you can no longer stomach. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Because Spirit is trying to get a word across through me as being your divine channel into you, right? We are in varying seasons, right? Now, what expansion means to you may mean something completely different than what it means to me. That's why you have to take it as it resonates. What place and space in your life, in your current realm of existence, is asking for, pleading for, beckoning for expansion? Yet you refuse, so you keep putting on those clothes that are too tight and saying, I'm going to lose weight so that way I could fit. But you don't. You don't. I'm going to start on Monday. It's fine. But you don't. You say that you're going to, just beyond the holidays, you're going to start putting in the work, but you don't. I'm just being real. I did mention that this could trigger you, right? It might make you angry, but that's okay. Because if you feel angered, if you feel triggered, if you feel anything, that's just a sign that this is for you and you need to listen a little bit harder. Because expansion is here. I would say it's around the corner, but no, it's here. That's why things keep getting under your skin. That's why every time you try to do that same thing, it never works out. That's Spirit saying, my dear, my son, my daughter, my brother, my sister, my being, you need to go a different route. You need to expand your horizons beyond where you have been. right? You're trying to ascend, but you're trying to ascend by going backwards. Now, what sense does that make? None. And I'm not putting this on you. I'm not saying that you're the only one, right? Because I'm also guilty of it. Certain things, even when it comes back to that diet, because we can always refer to diet. That's the easiest illustration that we can default to, right? I always say, I want to lose some weight. I want to lose some weight just so I could feel more confident in my skin and all those types of things. And then you want to know what I do? I get a bag of chips because crunch, crunch, munch, munch, right? They're delicious. And then there's that part of me, my higher self is like, are you kidding me? We're back here again. We're reverting back to the place that we've already ascended from. That's like trying to eat the snacks that you grew up with as a child. Now, yes, I'm still talking about food because this message actually is literally for someone, but follow the metaphor as well, right? Now, if I were to try to eat the exact same things that I used to eat when I was 10 years old, my stomach would probably resign. It will resign and walk out, walk out the building and be like, I'm done here. You know what? I'm going to go where I'm valued, right? And then I'm going to be sitting in the bathroom, praying to God, asking why. And he's going to say, you know why, right? Because we're doing it to ourselves. Once we receive that sign for expansion, then we need to get in alignment. We need to get in agreement with it. We can't continue to be stubborn behind it. We can't continue to knock our head on that low ceiling and wonder why we can't keep moving ahead. That's because we're supposed to be someplace else. We keep fussing about work. We keep fussing about how our kids are doing. We keep fussing about everything, traffic and all that stuff. But yet we refuse to leave earlier so that way we can be on time. So instead, we'll just blame traffic. Nope, that traffic is there to tell you that it's time to expand. It's time to expand your horizons. And maybe what that means is look for a different route. You take the same route to work every single day, and then you wonder why you got to sit in traffic every single day, but you're not even trying to see what else is out there, right? It's Spirit saying expansion. Expansion is the word that you need to dig deep and put into your spirit. And not just put into your spirit, because like I always say, I mean, I could get a t-shirt. I could start selling merch that says expansion all day long, and you can put it on, walk around streets, and people be like, what's that mean? Expansion. But if you don't get it deep down in your spirit and you don't apply it even more so, you have to apply it. Once you apply it, then that's what makes the results come, right? Let's get back to that metaphor of a diet, right? I could know all the diets all day long. I could know that everything in, portion control. I could know that I need to drink water. I could know all these things. I could know about essential amino acids. I could know about all these things. But if I don't apply it, if I don't do it, then it doesn't matter. It's just allowing me to have this knowledge that way I can brag about, right? Now, here's the thing. Again, we need to come back to that word expansion. Where in your realm of existence, your current state of existence, can you expand? Where can you expand? Listen, you have to take a look around yourself. You have to dig deep into those wounds is what I received. The things that you're not even just wounds, but irritations, right? Because something can rub and rub and rub, things that rub you the wrong way. Guess what happens when you have that friction that just continues over and over? Eventually, you're going to get a rash, right? Then you're going to have to get ointment. You're going to have to go to a doctor, and it's going to be all as big of a hassle when at that first rub, you could have moved out the way. You could have said, you know what? These pants don't fit me anymore. Maybe I should get rid of them. But instead, no, you keep wearing them, and then you get that rub, and now all of a sudden your thighs are raw, right? So where can you expand in your life? That is what Spirit is trying to convey to you today. Take it in your system, take it in your spirit, and look in the mirror. Look at yourself. Now, you don't have to get literally in front of the mirror. You can if you want to. Sometimes that works. I'm sitting in front of a mirror right now. But get in front of yourself. Get rid of all of the distractions, the outside noise and everything else, but sit with yourself and look for the place and opportunity of expansion, because I guarantee it is there. But you've just been bypassing it because, well, I don't know, stubbornness. So I'm not going to keep going on and on because Lord knows I could. So I'm going to step back from this podium right now so that way you can absorb this message and this new knowledge. and apply it. So that's it. And of course, as always, if this message resonates, then that definitely means it's for you. Now, to take it even further, if this message moves some part of you, if it ignited a spark in your soul, in your system, then I implore you to not only look into the archives and listen to previous messages, but subscribe, like, follow, all of those things, so that way you don't miss your word and your message and your directives, your intuitive directives, right? There are new episodes released every single Monday morning, 5:55 a.m. Central Standard Time, United States. And also, don't forget, follow me all over social media. I am everywhere. The only thing better than walking the path of ascension is to walk it with a friend. So find me and friend me. I am there. I am here for you. Now, remember, when you look me up, just remember it is Marissa Moments, and that is Marissa with one S, because like I always like to say, there is only one me. So again, thank you for listening. And until next time, you know the word. Happy healing.